Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. We're back on. Alright, guys, let's go.
Changes your game completely once you can get that far above, and I'm sure Chris and Donny will be feeling a very similar way.
And you see how, like in the mini-map, how stacked the right side of the zone is, the north looking just as stacked. They're kind of a little bit thankful.
Come on, bro.
It's not that far of a pull because there are so many teams just waiting for somebody to rotate first to try to target them out and probably use that as a distraction to try to get in.
Is that actually clicked?
Jock, they're going to be separated. Jock goes down. Now it's off the wall. It's back up against the wall. Noxie went down as well. Oak is back out to the lobby. You got to imagine that's a huge saving grace from Ducky and Encrypted. Even if they don't know Qua's there, they're the ones that's going to get all the reward for that effort.
Yeah, that is... Again, like you said, very big for Qua because it just allows him to stay in the game, and he has the means to sort of go on here as a solo for quite a while if he plays his cards right. But definitely will be thankful that he was able to sort of get away unscathed.
That's big, though.
Yeah.
That's big because every single season I see these solo players, these solo clutches, and those points mean so much. So I'm going to put that mental note down. He had 8 points as a solo to see where he ends up at the end of this game. And hopefully his teammate can pat him on the back for great efforts. Jamper and Paper, I absolutely love this duo. Taking us along their journey. The boot camp, the videos, the vlogs, letting us know exactly what they're going through, how they're preparing. And I honestly think they've been progressing each and every week, and I love it.
Yeah, those two have become fan favorites. They'll have a bunch of people hoping they can do successful. And there's no reason why they can't. Canada, a player who has showed us some of the best highs we've seen in NA East over the past year, still will be feeling like he has a lot more to accomplish, a lot more to achieve, and that all starts here in his first sort of session 3 that we've had in the Major 1. And he has a teammate who's very capable of supporting him and taking him where he wants to get to. A top quality team, just has to deliver today. Polarized though, and users down below on Surge. And they don't want to out-heal things. They don't want to try and deal the damage when they can. Polarized, constantly scouting, waiting for someone to be vulnerable. And he's going to be hearing fighting around him and thinking, is that something we can jump in on? Are they distracted? Can we just sort of go in and maybe sneak up on the team in this moment? But has to pick wisely. Can't be too overzealous.
Yes. Warrior and ABN on the other side of that one. Peeking through the cone, don't even know that this team is down Surge. And you could be above Surge. You could be just kind of playing your game, scouting, not trying to get aggressive. But a team like this, polarized users who are down Surge, they're going to cause some commotion. They're going to turn somebody's game upside down unless they choose to out-heal it. 6 splashes, big pot, 2 jellyfish, and that's just on polarized alone. They could make that a viable strategy here.
And the big thing here is thinking about the next rotation, of course. Jamper and Paper have to go past these guys. They'll probably be hoping somebody has some sort of a pad that they can use. Of course, those still in the game. There's still something that are viable, especially in these kind of zones where you have a max distance into that 5th zone. But a fight will break out. Of course, we talked about them waiting for their opportunity. Opportunity is arising. But again, just keeping tabs on Paper and splitting them up as well. Barely getting out of their Paper. Jamper might not be too fortunate though. They're going to stay on the hunt, stay aggressive. And that's probably not going to be too good for Jamper. He looks like he's going to fall. 92 taken. And he's only a couple more HP away from falling. It is not looking good at all, but Users himself has fallen. And so all of a sudden, for two teams who, of course, we knew it was going to be a rough rotation for them. They've almost just wiped each other out here.
Bro, he turned that frown upside down real quick. But you got to know, Paper was right there with him, trying to make it happen. Back to where you began, though. Polarized trying to make some magic happen. He goes down, but at least he took down Paper, so he's going to get some points for his effort. Jamper knows he can't be the hero here. He has to go forward as a solo.
Jamper is no stranger to a solo situation, though, so we'll keep an eye on him and what he's able to do. For everybody else, though, the game just keeps getting harder and harder. No, it looks like Jamper's falling in the feed, so that will be the end of their run. Canada and Aegis, though, they still have a stake in this game. Plenty to work with as well right now.
And taking down Degen towards the high ground. Muzz having no choice but the shockwave hammer right out of there. You heard them talk about it, Taco and Vivid. That's a kind of a get out of jail free card, and they go and show it in the background to perfection there as Nut and Nosh are trying to scout this out. They got that front side of zone. They have the high ground. They have the recipe for success. It's just a matter here. 6 moving zone with all the shockwave hammers going down below you. The possible launch pads. Is it too soon?
Yeah, and of course with zone sort of pulling across a hill here, that will sort of make their time easier. You can see them scouting it, making sure they're aware of the terrain they have to traverse. There'll be a lot of players who don't have that sort of luxury. They ain't got that kind of visibility. A bunch of boxes all in between.
Look at the bead. Fuga goes down. It's going to be off the Peterbot here to try to be the hero. Can he get him back in the game as Miro and Edgy playing that calm, cool, collected, slow and steady wins the race. And it does like Peterbot was going to try to go for the revive, but he has to try to get out. And you look at him right now, no builds, no heals, no resources. He needs the refresh. Peterbot with a huge shot, trying to take control. That's Rokane and Joji on the other side, and they used their get out of jail free card. They went past go. They collected that $200.
If there was anyone that was going to win a 1v2, you would think it would be Peterbot. But those players get away. He now has a tough job to do. Basically no builds, just has to get in and do what he does best. Hits a big shot. It's not going to happen for him, though. He will fall.
Oof. Lightning does not strike twice in the same spot. He finally goes down. Clicks and Donnie, though, looking pretty good in this position. Was going to use the word healthy, but Donnie looking a little light there, but not going to happen there as he kind of shields up along with Clicks, not wasting any time. Walker's a bird, trying to stay ahead of the zone. Suscript and John Valenzuela are going to stagger themselves back. They know they have the shockwave hammer to instantly try to take the front side of zone, but ends up into the wrong box. He has to use it again. Suscript finally gets out alive.
And as good as the hammer can be, if you don't scout, if you don't watch where you're going, you end up in somebody's box. That's not a great situation. All the players up, down, and over the hill. It's such a messy zone to deal with. Clicks and Donnie, though, they're staying cool, they're staying calm, and they're looking to try and get in, but Clicks, you gotta be careful. You need to get up here, buddy, and that's exactly what he'll do. All the way down it is to the bottom of that hill, with barely a lick of HP, and needs to be careful because there's not all friends around him.
That's Rise on the other side, but I think Donnie was there just to save the day. Trying to back him off. Great shots being landed. Burton Walker have a good layer here, but they know they still have to go to the zone. Shockwave hammer coming out. Cooper trying to hold on. Sacrifices some HP. He knows he has the shield splashes, but under pressure, trying to get out, changing layers, working to the perfection, all while Nosh and not fighting for the high ground against Kanadas and Agers.
It is chaos right now in this lobby. Everybody trying to make the right plays. And up above, Nosh as a solo no longer has Nut. All he needs is to try to stay alive, but when you have Kanadas and Aegis knocking on your door, you have to answer, and he will be sent back to the lobby. Kanada and Aegis, though, prime now to take this game. You know they're going to try to clear everybody else out, though.
Yep, they get into that driver's seat. Thank you for keeping the seat warm. Clicks goes down. Now it's all up to Donnie. Plenty of builds to work with. Little light on the HP, but one refresh will solve that problem. You can see him picking and choosing, surveying the field, trying to find what is the right play as Walker goes up and over everybody that's towards the low ground, outlasting, landing into the top 10.
Yeah, but with how low Walker's is right now in terms of HP and materials, eventually he's going to drop down. And when he does, look at all these duos down here ready to just capitalize, ready to jump on him. Hamster, in fact, they're trying to claim front side of this, and they have really, really good control. Rise and Yomzo have a tough challenge on their hands. They need to hit some big shots and soon.
taking a break. It's like they never left. The Yamzo and Rise trying to take control as well. Here, one of the teams I talked about making a huge comeback in the Elite Cup Finals, and they're doing it again. Costa goes down. They're really here, and they're ramping up. They're taking over this end game.
They got blocked off of low ground, and so they decided to move up and pick up a couple of limbs along the way, dropping back down now as the zone will start to move. They're going to try and engage that fight again. Cooper, though, he doesn't know who he's messing with. That was Canada right there. You got to stay calm, my friend. As he plays this as a solo, big damage being eaten, and he has to just hold on in this one. No, he will fall as well.
Just a couple more seconds. The danger here, Augment would have brought him at least up to 100 HP. Huge. Pamso goes down. The Yamzo and Rise trying to take control of the low ground. Top 3 situation here. Kanata and Aegis have the high ground, and a lonely solo is that meet in the middle.
Yamzo and Rise so cerebral in this game. They couldn't take low earlier. They waited a bit for the zone to start moving a different direction, then they claim it. And now they're trying to claim the victory royale as well. Like you said, there is still a solo lurking in this one, and so all will sort of hinge on what they decide to do. Thatch and Pamsu, though, they'll feel like they still have a chance with Thatch still kicking it, still holding on to height, but for how much longer? As he's now sandwiched Canada and Aegis in, and so he's causing problems for them. They will drop down, and they won't be able to handle the heat. How's he actually done that? Thatch has managed to steal second place, and now it's a 2v1. Rising and Yomzo will clean things up and take game 1. The duo, Jacob, that has been so impressive. The duo that has been in top form so far this season. They start the major the way they intend to finish, in first place.
And you see them tunneling towards the low ground, not really making any noise. Themselves up a couple of boxes wide, and as soon as they heard Kanata and Aegis trying to take down the Soul in the high ground, that was their cue to go, and they went and took over the rest of that game.
Impressive play from plenty of duos in this game. I'm sure Kanata and Aegis here on our screen, they'll be wondering, where did things go wrong? How did we allow Thatch to bully us like this? He really made things difficult, really made things awkward, and like I said in a moment, he stole away second place almost. You never really expect a solo to win in that situation, but he did a brilliant job. Still, though, was no match for Iomzo and Rise, who, again, they have just been so impressive this season. And if this is how they're going to keep it moving, I'm very excited about their chances.
I mean, they already have back-to-back Week 1, Week 2 Elite Cup Finals victories. They're just channeling that momentum. I'm telling you, these finals, they just create different beasts.
Yeah, I'm super excited. What a first game. We have plenty more of those to come, but we need to take a little break, right? We still got a lot of games to handle, so we're going to send it to our analysts to break it all down.
Thank you guys so much. A fantastic way to kick things off here in NAE's game 1 of Major number 1. My gosh, it feels somehow the same, but a lot different.
Chaos ensues, right? And that's pretty much exactly what we wanted coming into Major number 1. All the stakes on the line. We said that the roadmap was laid out. Players needed to come in and show us what they had, and I feel like they really did that in game number 1.
And it's exciting too because we got a little bit of everything here. We saw some of that high ground action with Kanata and Aegis. They were commanding that hype layer for the longest time up until Not and Nosh started to try and push them off. We saw a brief drop from Aegis and Kanata, but then instantly retake that height layer, and it's important because of the fact that they were just able to secure so many elims, so many tags throughout, just applying a lot of pressure onto those mid and low ground sections.
And you can see right here just absolutely annoying the heck out of Nosh, and they just kept breaking down any high ground that they built. But I mean, this is exactly what I wanted to see out of Kanata and Aegis. I mentioned that they were so good at Storm Surge last.
See you, Kush. We're gonna tune in for at least another 15 minutes here. Okay, jump in. We're gonna tune in for another 15 minutes of the FNCS. Oh, he's talking about he's complaining too much. copyrighted. Yeah, it did. It did fix it. It did too. Hmm. It says 0, but I grinded 14 crowns. Wait. They only have a gold thunder and a tactical pistol, a fishing rod, and a launch pad. 2 kills. Come on, man. Storm Surge. No, you have to do different things, like build different, fight different, play the game differently. Play the game differently and don't play it the same. Come on, guys, you got this. Go Peter Bot.